Hey there people, I'm sitting here with a very cool little Basi. It's a challenge lock that was sent along by norbertlover68. Now it did come along with a key, and here is the key, and actually it even came along with what looks to be a bumper key. Just in case I want to bump it, I guess, but I'm not going to try and bump it. I'm going to try and pick it. But before we get to picking, I'll show you the key working. Opens both ways. So, let's get to picking. Alrighty, so where's the tension tool? Here. How many pins we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apparently. I've had a pick on this before, so I should know. So, light tension, just kind of touching it on. Going with this Tron pick. I'm going to start at the front of the lock. Okay, not happy with the feel of that. I'll just move in a bit deeper. Slight click out of that. Didn't feel very good. I'm just going to keep digging deeper into the lock. I'm just going to come back to the beginning. Okay, that felt like something. Again, I'm still digging with pin 1 here for a second. I'm going to leave it alone now. Oops, that was pin 2. Slip under pin 3. Still digging with that pin. I'll slip under pin 4. Now I'll slip under pin 5. Oops. So back to pin 1. Okay. Oh. I don't know if I trust this. Try not to let it go too far for a second. Oh, we're open. Good golly, Miss Molly. I've had a few goes at this lock, and each time I kind of picked it before, I ended up in a trap. So I was kind of expecting to end up in a trap, so that's why when it started to feel like it moved around, I kind of didn't push it. Oh, I'm going to do this without getting anything out of frame. See, I didn't let it go right the way around. I stopped and I tried to continue poking at pins to give myself a chance to maybe fix something that was going wrong. And doing that, whoops, saved my butt, quite frankly. So amazing. Norbert did a damn fine job on this lock. So now I've got to try and pull this puppy apart. Okay, I've got a spring kind of trapped up in there for the minute. Oh, and I've just made a mess. Let me see if I can straighten this up and I'll come straight back to you. Alrighty, sorry about that. Just needed to straighten up the mess I'd made while I was banging around on this pinning tray. So, let's have a look. As you can probably tell, down here for key pins, we have all standard pins, which takes nothing away from this lock whatsoever. The trickery begins upstairs and also within the plug. You can see in chamber 2 and chamber 5 for drivers we have standard pins, but in chambers 1, 3 and 4 we have T-pins, but underneath them we have these wafers. Whoops, I'm almost sending a wafer flying. Now, where it gets trickery is here in the plug. As you might be able to tell, on either side we have channels here for the T-pins to travel along in, and again that's on both sides, and at the end of these channels we have some holes drilled in. So if the T-pin part is picked above shear line and the lock is in a state where the plug can rotate, the T-pin will travel along this channel until it gets to this hole, then whack, straight in, and it locks in. And with that locked in, the plug is not going to turn. And I found myself in that trap a few times. So the only way you're not going to fall into these little traps is if you get the wafer above the shear line. And with the wafer above the shear line, that will stop that T-pin from falling into this channel, and more importantly, stop it from falling into this hole and seizing up the lock. So it's a very clever idea, and becomes interesting when you've got not just one of these traps to avoid, but you've got 3. God help me if this thing would have had all 5 chambers done like that. That would have been an absolute nightmare. 3 to get through was tricky enough. So all very clean modifications and a very well thought out lock. So rock on. Norbert, that was a fun challenge, and probably one of the more trickier challenge locks I've had to pick for a while. So, oh, no modifications up in the Bible, by the way. And no other modifications in the plug apart from these channels and the holes drilled in the side. So, thanks very much, Norbert, for sending this lock along. It was a cool challenge. Tortured me a little bit, but I'd like to think that perhaps I learned something from that. So, rock on. Given that there's nothing else I probably need to show you with this lock, I'm just going to shuffle along. It's kind of nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I should probably think about winding down and maybe trying to get to sleep. It's the weekend, so it's no big deal, but, you know, sleep is good when you can get it. So, I'm out of here. Peace and respect to one and all. Thanks again to Norbert, and I'll see you all on another day. Bye for now.